Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are gonna be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jey are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams, but the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jey could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day one. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place, and there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
a new day. Yes, it is.
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the 4-time Tag Team Champions?
The following contest is a Tag Team Hell in a Cell match and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Big E, The New Day.
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over. This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos!
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a chow hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing 2 super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure. Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens. I'm loving this matchup. The best teams around facing off for the titles. This match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match where the pinfall submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell. No tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure. The Usos following in the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
It would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of the elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood. Oh, a chair shot from the middle rope and into the pin. Title on the line. Bam! Down he goes. He goes back into the ring here. Sharp knee. Uh-oh. Looking to explore every inch of hell here now. The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance. It tells you these are the 2 best teams the WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are 2 very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist. For as entertaining as the New Day are, they can scrap with the best of them. Remember that. Look, don't let the bootios and trombones fool you. New Day can get down and dirty, especially when they have the Usos pushing them. New Day are prepared for an all-out brawl. taking his offense to the top rope. And he heads back into the ring. From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me?
Shows you how committed this competitor is to winning the title.
New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly.
And avoids taking any damage.
Good night. Oh, what a quick answer. He catches Jimmy with a counter. Bulldog. Press slam. And here we go, returning to the ring. Big forearm. So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level.
Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso sent outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good. Talking to Xavier, he told me that one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rivalry. Therefore, only this kind of lawless match can finally put an end to it for good. The champ is in agony here.
The effects of the cell come for everyone. You can only stay safe for so long.
Oh! Misses big time. He connects with a counter. He gets back into the ring. Challenger's in a bad way.
This is how it goes in Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can handle it or not. Delivering the suplex.
The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the titles as long as the New Day are champs.
And just being around the Usos, it's not only about winning the tag team titles, it's about stripping the New Day of everything that made them popular with the WWE Universe. It's about making sure the New Day never competes again.
It's never been just about the title, Saxton. It's about these two teams wanting to claim supremacy for themselves.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel.
This game's about winning at any and all costs.
This competitor knows exactly what's going to take down.
Gonna stack them up here. Look at
Pin change down. This one, he could have had this wrapped up. Not sure why he let up. Here we go for the championship.
swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
What now?
Stomp to the guts. Oh, an insult to injury.
Look at this. Looking for something, anything under the ring.
He has a kendo stick in hand, and this place just turned into South Swanson Street.
Man, that did not look good at all for Big E.
A quick reversal by Jay.
Oh, man.
Caught square by the haymaker.
Oh, chin-breaking uppercut.
Boom, what an uppercut.
Lots of damage under the challenger now.
The effects of the cell come for everyone. You can only stay safe for so long.
Sliding into the ring now. And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash. The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That heart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jay back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos.
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Gentlemen, it's glow time! I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home?
No, I cannot, Corey.
When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi.
Well, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, And tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia and for everyone around the entire world.
I asked Bayley her thoughts on this match, and she said, new country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match.
Oh, and everything you just said is indicative of the new attitude, the new personality of Bayley.
Bayley has been SmackDown Women's Champion for a record-setting 279 days. She's won every title available in WWE. The NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beat Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on the champion.
What an exciting moment for both of these competitors tonight, but once the bell rings, it's down to business. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, Naomi. And her opponent from San Jose, California, she is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley!
For the first time ever, we have a Women's Championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight? Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
Bayley having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. But 279 days as champion, Corey, can take a toll on you. Bayley has been carrying an exhausting weight on her shoulder for a long time.
I don't think it's anything Bayley can't handle, Cole. Once you reach the mountaintop, you plant your feet and you hold your ground, no matter how heavy the burden may get. Bayley's being caught off guard by Naomi. The champ wasn't expecting such a flurry of offense from the challenger.
And she just avoided some serious damage.
Not so fast. Hurricane Rana. Quick attacks like that could mean trouble for the champion if they want to leave here with the title.
Taking flight. Diving body splash.
Bayley showing no answer for the attack.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts.
You know she's thinking she can end it all here.
Soaring.
Oh, gets caught up in a bad position. Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks, as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to
back and forth we go.
The challenger's fully aware of what it takes to become a champion. Naomi has to use her superior athleticism.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
They'll be
blow.
Sent into the corner.
Shoulder tackle to the body.
We've said it time and time again. Naomi, maybe the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE.
Yeah, Naomi wants to depend on athletic maneuvers, while Bayley wants to be more methodical and fight.
Perched up top.
Buster connect.
On Naomi's side.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here.
Oh, man, she finds a hard landing on the outside. I can't believe she's going back again.
Blast off! Look out below! Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move. Naomi going for broke in this high-risk offense from the calls out the rear view.
The challenger clearing a path to the title.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. Drop kick! And Bayley is being humbled here.
That can't be how Bayley envisioned tonight going.
Naomi feeding off the WWE Universe, inching closer to recapturing the championship.
Stunner! Stunner! And Naomi keeping Bayley on her toes, pushing the pace on the champion.
Naomi moving fast, showing that superior athleticism. Bayley might not be able to keep up here.
Oh, what a back elbow. I don't think I've ever seen a champion feel as disrespected as Bayley has, Corey, because Bayley's talked a lot about how people think she's an afterthought as a champion. Everybody talks about Becky Lynch on Raw. They're now talking about Rhea Ripley in NXT. But Bayley has been the longest reigning champ in SmackDown history.
And you read off all the accolades, all the championships she has held, yet for some reason Bayley still finds herself overlooked.
Oh, look at head scissor.
Can you still feel the glow when the lights are out?
Momentum is really on Naomi's side.
Yeah, Naomi's at full throttle. Nice suplex.
Exiting the ring, taking the action outside.
Gets out of dodge.
Finally, you've talked a lot about this change in Bayley and how people can't believe that this is the type of person she's turned into.
Well, it comes down to career frustration. Bayley is frustrated with her career progression. The way things were when she was hugging and smiling.
It's not about frustration, Saxton. It's about realization. Bayley realized she never got the respect that she deserves from the WWE Universe. Boom!
The challenger forces a shoulder up.
Are you kidding me? Not even a 1 count.
Shoulder up before the count.
She kicked out there, but I don't know how much more she can take.
Really trying to do everything she can to get back in this.
Big time atomic drop. That'll have you walking funny.
And I think it was you, Byron, who asked Bayley if she changed. And she said, I didn't change. I just did what I had to do, and look what I've done.
Well, you're right. Love it or hate it, Bayley's doing what she's had to do by hook or by crook to maintain a stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Bayley is now under pressure.
Bayley looks to be well measured right now.
Oh, jaw-shattering. Coming back to her torso area. This could become a strategy.
Relentless.
In the corner now. She doesn't want to stay there.
Getting lifted to the top rope.
And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the? I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenger was ready.
Well, the champion has to find a new strategy in a hurry.
No way.
Slide up to the floor. What a splash.
Soaring out of the ring, looking to do as much damage as possible.
Heading back into the ring now. Naomi. Feel the glow.
Here it is, cinched in.
Oh, Bayley, is she going to tap? Is she going to tap out?
Can the role model hang on? This is an agonizing submission.
A couple of knees and then another one, and that'll force the break.
Oh, great height.
And Naomi has taken the upper hand.
Naomi can't be stopped right now.
She's looking to go top rope here.
Taking flight.
Bang! What a splash!
Stirring up, but she has no idea what's about to come her way. It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Shoulders are down. The champ kicks at it, too.
We knew it was not going to be an easy task to put the champion away, and that's being proven right now.
More like the champion's proving that sooner perish than lose. Oh, rear view. Connecting.
Already headed towards a title change.
No, we did it. We have a new champion.
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi.
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The Glow era has begun.
Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been, but Naomi's confidence and athleticism were just too much for Bayley to contend with.
History made in the Middle East.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sikoa, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sikoa who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sikoa formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the wild Samoans. Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano, the trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sikoa and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sikoa, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys? And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these four men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Afa and Sikoa, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And at a combined weight of 603 pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Oh, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano and a combined weight of 645 pounds. Alpha and Sikoa, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Alpha and Sikoa clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Alpha and Sikoa's faces, I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
Two tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that. But the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. Alpha and Sikoa, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train, it's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
Just refusing to give up. Continues fighting. Stumps. Each of those boots seem to get heavier with each blow.
Looking to explore things ringside now. Climbing to the top. What's he thinking? From way up, he's looking for an implement of destruction under the ring.
He is getting rid of the turnbuckle pad. Don't say it too loud, Saxton, like it cut. Oh, point of the elbow finds the mark.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans to the table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further.
Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the masters.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sikoa are even aware of what the table before. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
He's setting this table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really bad night. Heading out to ringside now. What does he have planned? Fends it off. Good counter.
Strong clothesline.
Sharp elbow to the gut turns that one around.
Nasty kick to the face.
Alpha knows exactly what he wants to do next.
Popped up. A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of hunters.
Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty.
Looking for a crucial escape. Yes, breaking the hold. Saving himself for the time being. Sent flying out of the ring here. Climbing up to the top, looking to go high risk. Goes under the ropes and into the from the top.
Back elbow smash, nothing fancy.
Off the mark with that one. Turns that back on Alpha. No count out as he takes things out of the ring.
He's able to slip away from that.
Using the cranium.
Bubba keeps him at play.
He's taking a bit of damage from these blows. The Dudley boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial, had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestler.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope.
The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side. Another attack to the head and looking a little dazed.
Without regard. Clubbing blow. I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
Into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley boys in there.
Moving into the ring. Boom! Face first. The damage is really piling up now.
At this point in the match, there's no time to recover. The damage is done.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt.
Table is set up. Oh, boy.
Cranking the head. Taking this thing out onto the floor now.
Oh, man, I'm not liking the look of this.
Oh, we're going to put it through the table. Oh, what a great counter. Oh. Table behind him now, not where you want to be. Dudley boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the promised land. He's violent. He's strong. He's fast. He's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal. He, Tamatonga, Tongaloa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility with Solo's Rogue Bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question the future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant. One way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE roster is going to find that out. Solo will make sure of it. I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back to the 1-year anniversary special for NXT 2.0, which saw then North American champion Carmelo Hayes, and indeed, he is him, issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa, and things went as well for Hayes as you can probably guess. Showcase the unrelenting fury that has made Solo Sikoa nearly unstoppable, and defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against the champ, he'll take his shot and most likely hit nothing but net.
Here comes the A-Champ.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT North American Championship. Accompanied by Trick Williams, he is the NXT North American Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
Mello and Trick looking so pleased with themselves after attacking Wesley.
NXT 2.0 celebrating its first anniversary, all thanks to amazing talent like this man.
Hayes has a look right now. He probably thinks he's getting the night off and another day on his North American title reign.
Well, after what Mello and Trick just did to Wesley, who's going to have the guts to step up and take Lee's place?
What? This place is shaking!
We never thought we'd see Sikoa again.
His opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
And Solo is dressed to fight, too. I really didn't think we'd see him again.
We saw him at Clash at the Castle 10 days ago where he cost Drew McIntyre the WWE Universal Championship.
Well, as far as I'm personally concerned, Sikoa isn't welcome around here. Melo needs the night off.
Well, Melo talked about wearing the biggest crown in the WWE, but it's Sikoa who sits at the biggest table in WWE.
Well, he wasn't exactly invited to sit at this table now, was he?
We said to expect the unexpected. Is this title match gonna happen?
As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the Bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match.
Schoolboy into the pin.
He's on the ropes and the ref calls off the count.
Oh! Evasive maneuvering there. Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick. He manages to slip out of the way. Oh, the face has been planted.
Sikoa taking command, and Melo is obviously still in shock about this impromptu match.
Big clothesline. A continuous attack on Hayes.
And the power of Sikoa proving too much for Hayes right now.
Not sure if he should waste all his time hot-dogging around. Boom, connected. Solo Sikoa already with the strategic advantage, taking Hayes by surprise and challenging him for the North American title.
And the Street Champ needs to continue to be unpredictable.
Here we go. Time to work out some aggression.
Oh, ouch. Two Titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up. Ooh. Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags. Ooh. Oh, what a headbutt.
On the mark.
Did you see Melo's reaction when Sikoa's music hit? Hayes looked like he saw a ghost.
Solo's been saying he got next.
And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right to the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo has the mindset to destroy anyone in the way of him in the NXT North American Championship. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Trick Williams has been quite the difference maker for Carmelo Hayes over the last year. How many times has Williams helped Hayes and saved that North American?
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
Melo is
Right now he's looking for any way to break out of this, and he does.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neck breaker. Beautiful.
high level of offense on display from Solo.
And it looks like Solo has all the answers for Carmelo at this point.
Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly. No. Spiked into the ring apron. Bam!
now gets tossed into the ring. Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm over the last year.
Yeah, since the shift to NXT 2.0, Melo has spent over 9 months as NXT North American Champion over 2 very long reigns.
And don't forget Solo. Over the last year, he's defeated top NXT names like Santos Escobar, Grayson Waller, and LA Knight.
Yeah, he beat Knight so bad we haven't seen him in months. Maybe we should ask that Max Dupree guy. In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
And Hayes turning it around. Cuts the attack off.
Roundhouse kick.
What a main event this has been for the 1-year anniversary of NXT 2.0.
And without this rebranding, Solo Sikoa may have never had the opportunity to show the world what he can do.
And if Solo didn't have this breakout year, maybe his cousin Roman Reigns wouldn't have trusted him enough to be part of the Bloodline.
Big back body drop.
You see the height on that?
Now Carmelo is feeling the pressure.
Heavy work being done to Hayes right now.
Lands the elbow. Just using their foot as a weapon.
So ruthless.
Oh, target acquired, destroyed.
Getting him right into the corner.
Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes. Ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends.
Ooh.
First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa, cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
And a spinning solo.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours. Winding up.
Samoan spike.
That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new
Goes
champ.
for the pin.
Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion, Solo Sikoa!
Solo is your new champion. It is the North American title now going to SmackDown. This has to be the most unpredictable era in WWE history.
You know Sikoa was given his marching orders from the head of the table. Don't leave NXT without the gold. Well, mission accomplished for the newest member of the Bloodline.
As Melo would say, if you call your shot, you better make it. Solo took the shot, hit the shot, and now he's the new North American champion.